Back with Coach Tolin this week's show, and got to play Oklahoma Christian this week, and a big win for the Bison.
Well, just getting to play was a good deal. I think probably last week was maybe the strangest week I've ever seen. You prepared for one team, and you're not going to play them. You prepared for another, and you don't play them. We went 10 days since the Oklahoma City game before we got to play. So it was great to play somebody, and then, of course, Oklahoma Christian, that really gets our guys' attention, and played well and got back on the winning track.
Yeah, like I said, you had the long layoff that really prepare for a team, but also stew about that first loss of the season. Was that any motivation there for the guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell. I thought we played like we were a little more determined, so I think we do remember the loss, but you also get concerned about it's been so long, you've forgotten about it somewhat, and because you've gone on to so many things that happened or didn't happen, whatever it was. But it worked out okay. I thought our guys came back ready to go and are looking forward to making some improvement now the rest of the season.
And the game against Oklahoma Christian, you played against that zone, maybe one of the best efforts against that zone we've done against Oklahoma Christian.
We moved the ball pretty well and got pretty good shots, and then they had to play some man, and I thought maybe man-to-man offensively we were as good as we've been in a while. In terms of inside out, I thought our guards did a great job of getting it inside. And then I thought our postmen did an equally good job of not only scoring the ball, which they normally do, but when there wasn't anything there, they did a good job finding the guards. And I think we were 7 of 14 for the three-point line, and I'll bet you the biggest percentage of those were inside-out makes.
Yeah. And now with coming up this week, we've got Wayland Baptist and Lubbock Christian coming in, and we're to that point now where we're playing teams we've seen recently. We've already played, 2 games that we saw back in the fall, but now we're seeing teams that we've just seen. Talk about Wayland Baptist.
Well, I thought the first half out there, boy, we're quite a bit better than those guys, but they really came back the second half. They actually beat us the second half out there, and I think they've made steady improvement. You look at their games and what they've done since we've seen them, I think they may have changed quite a bit, not in terms of personnel, but in terms of the quality of play, and that's always a concern the second time you play. It was a concern at halftime. Our guys were going, oh, we're better than them. Well, they came out and they proved they're better than they showed the first half, and I think they've continued to do that. But we've got to help our guys understand that teams continue to change as the year goes on. Players get better, teams get better. It's ever evolving deal as you go through, and you've got to be improving and getting ready to go every time too.
All right. And then on Saturday afternoon, Lubbock Christian into the house.
Yeah, they and again, I think they're 7-7 in the league, and they had a couple tough losses, I know, last week. But the way they run that offense, and they get good shots, they get to making shots, and they can really be a handful to guard. And I was impressed with them when we played them out there. To be honest with you, I felt very fortunate for us to get through that game, and I think we ultimately won by 4 or 5 or something like that. I thought we played well to win that game. And they're a team that definitely, I guess like everybody in the league, they really get your attention. They can do some good things.
All right. And to the player profile segment this week, talking about Tim Bowman. What's Tim, in his first year here, how's he impacted the team?
Well, he's really been what we thought he'd be. He's a true point guard who understands the game, and he understands getting his teammates involved. And I guess the thing I like about him is he understands that point guards are evaluated by wins and losses. It's all about winning and whatever it takes to win. He's a very good defender. He does a good job playing defense for us and takes care of the ball. And I guess maybe, I'm sure he would say it's not a surprise to him, but he has really made that outside jump shot at a very efficient rate for us. And but part of it is he just takes good shots. When he's open and his feet are set, he makes open shots, and that's been a nice addition to what we knew he could do as a point guard and as a defender.
He had some big shoes to fill coming in. Brent Jones was All-American last year. He's a little different mold, though.
He is. Brent is more attack mode and trying to get himself a shot and was very good at it. I mean, that's why we felt like Brent needed to do that some. But when Tim attacks, he's tending to try to get somebody else open or trying to get the ball down in a position where he can throw it down to Nate, down to the post, things like that. So I think he's continuing to learn and continue to get better as he gets more comfortable here, and has really been a huge addition and help to our team this year.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot.
Okay.